Tippy time my damies, Top Cat here and welcome back to the channel. Once again, our Strand Warlock is batshit bonkerly strong, and more importantly, it makes our Strand weapons particularly strong. It's gonna add clear better than most other kits out there. This kid here was actually running a similar Strand kit to mine, and I cleared well over 100 kills over him and my teammate, as a lot of it comes down to the weapons you use. We've got tons of great seasonal Strand weapons. The Wishkeeper is in, we've got that Chinese character SMG, the Predator Disc Dyad, the last Thursday, we got that new Gimp Rope and Gone special pulse rifle. I do still prefer the mint retrograde though, and if you're running an OG Strand Warlock, the Navigator is quite bonkers. All of these are going to be better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. I've been swapping primarily between the Varied Dyad and the Wishkeeper, so I'm not held back by special ammo. I know a lot of you guys aren't the biggest fan of the Wishkeeper, but trust me, with the new artifact toys, it even pushes the C tier weapon into A tier territory. I always run mine with Vorpal Weapon for another 20% damage against orange bars and above. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, Vorpal Weapon doesn't hurt red bars. It's like, so what, they're red bars. And let's face it, mostly everything these days is orange bar and above with the level of content we're playing these days anyway. Importantly, we can now make this an anti-barrier weapon, and we can make this bow a lot stronger thanks to some toys in the artifact. The first being that semi-auto striker. If we've got fewer than 2 stacks of armor charge, we get 2 crit hits and we're going to generate an armor charge. Then with Argent Quiver, whenever we reload a bow, aka knock it back, it's going to consume a charge, granting us an increase to damage and reload speed for the next 3 shots, or until we pocket that bow. This is a baby arm swinging between your legs, 35% stronger. And as it just takes 2 hits to proc this charge, it means that we can constantly recycle it. Easier than I do my bourbon cans each rubbish day. But if you don't want to use a bow, that's fine too. Just pick your favourite Strand toy and you'll still be able to take full advantage of Threadling Proliferation, where we deal Strand weapon damage. We will have a chance to spawn one of those green bugs. But when we defeat a Strand debuff target, it's going to increase this chance. When it says increases, like I'm hitting it for like 100% of the time, so it's pretty much a sure thing, much like paying a pro. Now to make sure we're debuffing more regular than a bowl of brand cereal, we're using the Swarm Exotic Booties. When we destroy a Tangle, we're going to spawn a Threadling, and when our Threadling damage targets, they're going to unravel them. This gives us a perpetual storm of unravel across the battlefield, meaning any target that we shoot has a chance to spawn another Threadling, and when we kill them, it's pretty much a guarantee that it'll open up the legs and a Threadling will pop out. Now no doubt we're using the Weaver's Call Strand aspect. It's GOAT when paired with these exotic booties. We activate our class ability to deploy 3 Threadlings and deploy any Threadlings we have perched up on us. If they can't find anybody, they're going to come back to us and then orbit us. We've often got additional Threadlings, as by dealing any damage is going to generate these, so we'll be puking out more green bugs than a knight on the green fairy. So the more damage we chuck out there, the more Threadlings we're going to generate. We're Crit Thread of Blast, so when we destroy Tangle with Strand damage, it's going to increase the radius of the explosion and the damage it puts out, as well as puke out those Threadlings. And with Tangled Web, whenever we do create a Tangle, which is pretty much like every 10 seconds thanks to this kit, it's going to detonate a suspension burst, stringing up our foes in those green Gimp Ropes, so they can get nibbled away by our green beetles. Now this is a Strand kit, it's just backed by Prismatic power. I'm operating the Empowering Rift. This grants us a 20% damage reduction whilst planting our rift. It's going to last for 15 seconds and give us a 20% damage bonus. In Ash and Iron, we're going to be seeing a lot more bonuses to our Empowering Rifts. They're really on the rise here, so I'll get in there now and start using them. Get used to running stuff without the Healing Rift. I'm already completely sold on them. They've got a special ammo generation bonus of 15% and a heavy ammo generation bonus of 10%. But for survivability's sake, we are going to be running Faceted Protection. This gives us bonus damage resistance while surrounded. At base, this is a 15% damage resist, but if we pop the pink whilst we stick it in their stink, it's going to give us a 32% damage resist. To gain a boost to our Rift timers, we're going to run Facet of Hope, so whilst we have an elemental buff, we're going to generate class ability more quickly. So we need an elemental bonus, that could be Amplified, Bolt Charge, Cure, Radiant, Restoration, Devour, Invisibility, Overshield, Frost Armor or Woven Mail. This increases our Rift energy by 40%, but if we have 2 of these bonuses, it'll increase it by 60. Another really fun toy to run in the aspects is Pack Tactics. When dealing damage with Strand, it's going to increase threadling damage. At maximum stacks, our threadlings are capable of stunning unsubs. Now this will often happen unbeknownst to us as they're like just running rampant across the battlefield, but it'll also allow us to stun with our wrists, our tangles, and in my case, I'm also running the threadling grenade. Threadlings have never really been like all about like ultimate damage, but they have been about rampant damage. So the more threadlings we have running rampant, the better. In order to do this, we are rocking the feed the void aspect. We defeat a target with any ability, it's going to grant us Devour. Not only does Devour give us health back, which helps mitigate us losing that healing rift, but it's also going to give us back tons of grenade energy, allowing us to flick out more bugs than a homeless guy's dog. With all these bugs, the hordes are easily taken care of, but sometimes you're left with just like one fat boy. So we run Facet of Solitude, we rapidly land precision hits, this emits a Severing Blast. This way we can generate threadlings off of one bad dude. I've opted for the new Smoke Jumper set. It's acquired from the Portal PvE content. Its 2-piece perk is Ride Together, Die Together, bad boys for life. When we pick up an orb power, we gain a brief period of rapidly decaying damage reduction. This is actually an extremely powerful perk that allows us to sit right amongst the hordes, flicking out bugs whilst allowing us to survive. The 4-piece perk is I'm too old for this, a sentiment which I completely share. When we defeat a combatant with a finisher, it's going to grant us special ammo progress and a small amount of health. So we then pair this with Proximity Ward mod on our jewelry, giving us a powerful overshield when we're performing a finisher. We get that health back on the back end thanks to the Smoke Jumper. We then pair it with a special ammo finisher, so we have a possibility of generating 2 special ammo bricks. With all these finishers popping off, I'm running Facet of Defiance. This gives us an AoE detonation whenever we do so, and Facet of Purpose, which is going to give us a health bonus upon picking up an orb of power. Another big reason we want Prismatic over Strand is, let's face it, the Nova Bomb is way better than that Needle Dick Needle Storm. These fragments will not only give us volatile explosions, adding to that AoE storm that is Unravel and Threadlings, it's also going to give us an overshield for more damage resist, whilst pumping up our Rift recharge rate to 60%, as well as both Devour and overshields procced. Now feel free to pause here for all my mods, fragments and artifact, but there will be a dim link in the description down below. This kit is going to be strong at any level of content, including ultimate, but where it does shine best is in ad rich environments. Any place that you've got to destroy 1,000 bad dudes, you've got 4,000 green dudes ready to fight the fight for you. Holler at me if there's any Strand weapon I may have overlooked. I would definitely try and run this kit. It's going to be one of the strongest, no doubt. Hit me up in the comments down below. Make sure to thumb it if you dug it, sub if you're new, and as always, tippy tie my damies, what a tie.